Blessings and welcome to all of my fellow sexy scorpions out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy. This is your June 2019 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Scorpio. And I'm a Scorpio sun, so thank you so much for all of your support, Scorpios, that you give to me each and every month. And I do hope that you subscribe and enjoy what I have to offer. So the first card we did receive here for us, I do have two oracles that we are starting off with. The wisdom card. This is all about trusting in the wisdom of a divine plan, and that's what it says on this card. We really need to trust in our intuition. There is a divine plan for us, and things are going to start to change this month. I do feel that we have a lot going on in our 8th house, which we are that connection to the 8th house, Scorpios. It is about death, endings, transformation, changes. We also have the card of surrender, procrastination. So now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So yes, we are going to start to focus on our wisdom, our insight, our intuition. Things are going to be illuminated to us. We do have the moon's energy in our 1st house, the self position. We really need to listen to our own intuition and the wisdom that is being brought to us. It will help us get through any burdens, anything that we've had to bear in our soul. So this is a month to really focus on those changes, release karma and the burdens, because with the 8th house, we have the sun there. What else? Excuse me. We have the sun there. And we also are going to have Venus and that new moon energy on the 3rd of June. So there's things that we need to really focus on so that they can be illuminated, that we can make the changes that we want. And with the 8th house, it really is about deep transformation and listening to what our heart and soul needs, psychologically, physically, emotionally. So yes, this is the month we're starting off with really focusing on our intuition and letting go of control, because I do feel the wisdom that we are receiving from others, things are going to happen synchronistically. Things are going to start to flow and push through for us Scorpios. And we also have Jupiter. Remember, I know Jupiter hasn't been working as well as we want it to in our 2nd house, but we also will have a full moon there on 17 June. And I do feel this is about things being brought to us in our resources, lucky breaks, new resources coming through. And I do believe it's because us Scorpios are not going to procrastinate anymore. We really are going to focus on our goals, and success will be there for us if we put in the hard work, if we seek the wisdom and insight that we are asking for. So let's go to our 2nd house, and our 2nd house is what? Our finances and resources, and we do have Jupiter there, and we will also have, like I said, that full moon. Well, here we go, Hermit. So we are seeing two connections to guidance, strong wisdom and insight from the moon, from the Hermit's energy. This is about our own guidance and wisdom from the universe. So it looks like there is something being shown to us that we will be guided to really focus on growing our resources. And the Bear card is all about finances and being strong and fruitful. So yes, this is a month I do feel that there will be changes, transformations, something being illuminated, guided towards to make some changes that we really need. The burdens in our soul and our heart, especially in our finances, if they haven't been doing as well as we want them, the resources to be, then I do feel like part of this is about us really focusing on our pathway and what do we need to do to make the changes that we want for the success. So let's go to the 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of communication. Let's see how our communication is going. And we get balance. We get the Justice card. This is karma. This is about things getting you know, fair now for you, for us Scorpios. So I feel this is a month that communication, there seems to be something coming that is going to give you balance, give us balance maybe in our resources, a fair deal happening for us, finally making changes that we need to here, Scorpio. Let me pull another card on this, Justice. But so far we have 3 major arcana cards starting off this reading. Yes, things are going to start to get clearer here, and we are going to see the light again. And I do feel that this is going to be a really strong month to listen to the wisdom, the guidance that we are receiving here. It's a pretty strong month for that. Being powerful, strong, breaking free from the burdens of the past, listening to the insight and guidance to know that things are going to start to get fair for us. There seems to be maybe something coming for some of us through maybe the legal system here also. But let's go to the 4th house here. And the 4th house is family home. And let's see how that's looking. The 5 of Cups here. So there seems to be some challenges, some burdens that we are feeling in our home life here. So we're going to have to really focus on how to get things more balanced again. And I do feel we will be able to find more balance if we haven't been feeling so connected emotionally with our family. And it does look like this is a month that we are really going to make the changes that we need to for some type of new beginning, to really have the type of environment that we really want in our home life, right? So this is about changes, a new beginning, focusing on what we need, stop procrastinating if that is what is happening here, to make the changes, to have a happier home life here. Let me pull that down there. Okay, so let's go to the 5th house. And of course, the 5th house is all about love, romance, children, our creative ideas. And we have the 7 of Swords here. So we need to focus on this. The 7 of Swords can be this connection of someone I'm feeling, first of all, maybe someone coming from your past, someone from the past coming back who may have challenged one of us Scorpios, and maybe it was about walking away from a relationship, and now I feel some of us may be seeing something from the past coming back, and you're going to have to focus on the 7 of Swords. Is this a challenge that you want to face again? What does this energy want from us Scorpios? So some of us are focusing on maybe some type of challenge, maybe someone who walked away from the past now wants to come back and connect with us, and now you're trying to decide what to do about that. So let's pull another card on this 5th house of romance, and I'm also going to pull a romance angel card here. Look at this. So we see the 7 of Swords and the dog card here. So I feel this is a strong connection to someone from the past who may have been a love connection to, and maybe you walked away because of some type of betrayal. And you're wondering if you could trust this person again, right? So I feel this is about really tapping into a love connection that may be coming back from the past and wondering whether or not you can trust them. I also feel that some of us Scorpios feel that maybe we have been betrayed, or tapping into our own wisdom and seeing whether or not someone has betrayed our trust here. So we're going to have to focus on this 5th house energy and really trust our wisdom and insight. And that's why I feel there may be something emotional happening for some of us Scorpios, that it's affecting our emotions, our home life. Things are going to get clear now, but it is about the burdens that we are feeling. So yes, some of us Scorpios are tapping into the truth about maybe a relationship. And let's pull a love romance card for us Scorpios for the month of June here. Love, love, love. Trust. So we're seeing this is an important month to trust, wisdom, trust in the wisdom. And we see another word of trust, right? So we need to trust in the wisdom. We need to trust in our own insight. We need to understand if there is something that we are feeling about maybe someone. Do we need to make some type of change? Do we need to end a relationship? Do we need to focus on the truth? Yes, some of us need to. So let's go into where we're at now. We are at the 6th house here. And our 6th house is our day-to-day life. How is our day-to-day life looking for us Scorpios in the month of June? Well, we get 2 cards here. Well, look at this. We have the 7 of Wands, and this is all about fighting for what we want, putting things into action, right? This is also the connection to our work, our day-to-day life, connecting to those that we see on a daily basis, right? So it looks like some of us Scorpios are going to put things into action in our workflow to find something more fulfilling with the Ace of Cups here. So this is about fighting for what you want, Scorpio. Don't give up. Let's not procrastinate. What type of success, what type of new beginning that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. Listening to our intuition and insight, the wisdom. So this is very important this month. I feel a lot of us are putting things into action. We are going to listen to our insight, our wisdom. We want a new flow, right? Yes, look at this. We want a new flow. We want to really connect to our feelings, our emotions. And I do feel that's why when we get to the 8th house, I do feel this is what we are feeling. Big changes, endings, transformations, new beginnings. Woo! Those 2 cards wanted to fly out in the 7th house. And of course, guess what we have in the 7th house? We have Uranus sitting in there. And I do believe Venus will be there for a little while. So of course, Uranus is the connection to anything unexpected happening, right? So maybe this is what we're seeing for some of us is things are being illuminated about maybe a relationship. And you got to trust that wisdom. Break free from the control. And, you know, if it's something that you really know is happening, then it's time to listen to that because we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups for some of us in the 7th house is the most wonderful card to have if you want love, if you want a relationship, a commitment, because the King of Cups is here wanting that. And that could be us, Scorpio, also saying, I'm ready for a relationship, a commitment with the King of Cups. I'm going to go with the flow now. I'm not going to try to control how things go on in my relationships. Ace of Wands, look at this. We have 2 aces here. Okay, so we see that through the changes that are happening, the burdens that we have been feeling, to release them, we've got action and we've got love and emotions, new vibrational positive energy flowing to us for our commitments, for our relationships. So yes, this is awesome to see here that we have for some of us in our 7th house of relationships, new beginnings. The King of Cups, it could be a strong connection to another water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces here. But I do feel for a lot of us Scorpios this month, expect the unexpected in love. And I do feel our emotions are going to be open. We are transforming and changing. We are going to see the emotional fulfillment that we want here. So let's go into the 8th house now, because the 8th house is our house, Scorpio, and this is the house that we've got Venus, the Sun, and the new moon there. And we need to really focus on that. And I do believe we will have Mercury in there for a little time too. So yeah, Scorpio, what is the big changes that are happening for us here? Oh my Lord, no kidding. We get the Lovers card. So this is why a lot of us are tapping into, with this Uranus in our 7th house, the Soulmate card here. We need to focus on making changes so that we can connect to our soulmate. We already see there's a new beginning in love. We see that there's action, new desire coming through, a new flow happening us, emotionally getting what we want and deserve here. Again, fair balance, a fair deal. I feel someone's communicating to some of us Scorpios from the past, communicating to us. And know if you do receive some type of, whether it's from the past, a past lifetime, but I feel there's a connection for love this month that can be really a very strong connection to your soul, Scorpio. Like, it's going to be the right balance for you. So yes, let me pull another card here. Wow. So we see love, soulmate energy, new beginnings, transformation. Our flow is coming back. The key is to know. The key is to know that if we're looking for love, if there's a change in love, if we need to find our soulmate, look at this. It is knowing that our angels and guides divine. Trust in the divine plan. Trust in what is happening. Trust that even though it may have taken a long time for this guidance, this wisdom, this soulmate energy to come here, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, yes, it's a beautiful reading. We've got so many beautiful cards in here, really seeing that things are going to get clear and we really are going to break free from the burdens from our soul. So let's go. Oh, let me pull one more card here. Oh, no, I did. So, interesting, because I'm seeing this number 8 here and the number 8. So I just feel there's just a big change that we need to focus on. And I do feel it's going to allow us for some type of new freedom. Be free, let go of the control issues. Be free to be open so that our soulmate can find us. So let's go to the 9th house, and that's where the wisdom, that's where we're receiving all this guidance from, right? We've got Mars and Mercury, communication, Mars, action. So it's about not procrastinating, because it's time for the wisdom that we are receiving to put action. It's about a fair deal. It's about receiving, for some of us, maybe there is a fair deal, a legal situation that's coming through that you know is going to be, a success. The 9th house, fear. We need to let go of fear. We need to know that we are feeling the energy of wisdom, and we need to let go of the fear, because we are heading towards success. We're heading towards major changes. Maybe this is fear about the soulmate energy, fear about whether or not you can trust this energy of love here. And of course, Scorpio, we are deep, we are intense. We want to know that the other vibration we are connecting to is just as deep and intense as we are. So we see the Anchor card. This is definitely in the 9th house. We're feeling fear. Our emotions have been up and down. We really want to listen to that insight and wisdom, but it is hard to do that. But I do feel we are going to put things into action this month and break free from that fear. Get more grounded, feeling more emotionally open to others here. But that is what the 9th house is asking us to do. Seek the wisdom and break free from the fear. Stop procrastinating to find love, to find the emotional fulfillment that you want here. So right now I'm just feeling this stronger connection to being a strong month of love here, and major changes happening so that we can really connect to what we want. So the 10th house is our career, our destiny. So let's see the 5 of Pentacles. So as I was saying earlier, I feel like a lot of us Scorpios, things haven't been maybe moving as fast as we want in our money, in our 10th house, in our career. The 5 of Pentacles is a challenge. We have 2 5s here. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. Challenges in our emotions, challenges in finding the prosperity and growth that we want here. But if we face those challenges and stop procrastinating, I'm going to pull another card on the 5 of Pentacles. Then I do feel with Jupiter in our 2nd house, remember we have Jupiter in 2nd house, being guided, having to wait a long time, having the strength to get through any type of difficulties. Of course, and then we get the Empress card. Yes, it is about moving and changing things so that we can have love, prosperity, happiness, joy, just being more emotionally fulfilled, feeling grounded, feeling loved. This is the change that is happening for us. So let's not let us not feel fear. Let's connect to the wisdom, the insight. I just feel, and I see these 3s coming in, and I'm just feeling that new moon on 3 May may really be the new beginning of something that's going to be fruit-filled. Why did I say it? Fruit-filled, being fruitful. So, and the Venus energy is big changes in our prosperity and our abundance here. So whatever we need to focus on and change, let's not let fear hold us back, because, oh my gosh, look at this, because love is there. Love and happiness and joy. The 10th house is a change in status, a change, and I just feel a lot of us are just changing our workflow, changing, our love energy to be more emotionally fulfilled. We are going to find our soulmate. For those who are looking, we are going to be connected to the one that we should be with. That is the key. That is the key. So I feel on May 3rd, we really need to set those intentions of love and really connect to the moon's energy so she can guide us into the direction for this Venus energy, for this love, for this new beginning, for changes that we want so we can be more prosperous, right? And that's what the procrastination card is. We've got to remember what it says here. Take an action will attract success. We can't put off anything anymore. And 11th house, that is about our friends, our hopes, wishes, and dreams. So let's see how our connection to our friends and our hopes, wishes, and dreams are looking like this month here. So, sorry, I wanted to see if there was anything happening in those houses now. Okay, so the 11th house here, 7 of Cups. So this is all about what are our wishes? And we see this beautiful connection to a wise wisdom, someone who is guiding us and saying, what wish do you want? This is about procrastination. Have we been procrastinating on our hopes, wishes, and dreams? Have we been listening to the wisdom that we are receiving? Because it does look like if we break free from trying to control everything, there seems to be the flow. And this is what our beautiful guidance that we are receiving from our angels and guides are saying. He's pointing out to us and saying, "And you're ready to listen to this guidance? Are you ready to fulfill these wishes that you have?" And the answer is yes, of course we want to. So we've got to break free from the fear and know that we are strong and powerful and committed to having the luck that we want. Yes. This is what it's saying, Scorpio, if we focus on our dreams, we will have the success. We have the luck on our side. And the connection to the number 2, the 2nd house, which has Jupiter and a new moon there on the 3rd of May. So yes, set the intentions. The moon is going to be strong for us Scorpios this month. Set your intentions for prosperity, for changes, for more abundance, for love, for soulmate energy, to have a fair deal, to have more comfortable and happier energy in our home life too. So let's go to the 12th house, because that is the mystical house. It's connection to all that is, to really tap into the energy to find balance. 6 of Pentacles. I feel there's an offer, a fair deal, something coming to us Scorpios because we have waited patiently, that we are pursuing our goals, that we understand what the wisdom from the universe is trying to give to us now. Yes, it's about listening to the wisdom, breaking free. We are breaking free from the burden, shedding the old, and releasing and becoming a new vibration again, right? Because, whoops, I'm dropping all these cards. Because if we face those fears and break free from the snake's energy, because I do feel there's this connection to some of us. I feel this connection to maybe, a love energy that some of us Scorpios may need to leave. It looks like some of us have maybe seen the light and seen some type of betrayal. And now you have to fight and put things into action for a new flow. And I do feel for some of us Scorpios, we are tapping into maybe a love energy that may be flowing back into our vibration, and whether we can trust that love energy again. But this is a beautiful month that we just need to focus on our goals. We've got a lot of luck on our side. We've got quite a few major arcana cards. We had the Moon, we had the Hermit, we had the Justice card, we have the Lovers card, the Empress card. No kidding here. Wow. I'm just going to close this up here because there is a lot of energy flowing for us, tapping into, because it is time for changes. We have been waiting to really go through a big, a big transformation. And that's why I feel there's so much going on in our Scorpio house to allow us that. So yes, look at these cards here. Look at this. It's all about knowing through our angels and guides, the moon's energy. Look at, we are being guided somewhere. We've got to listen to that wisdom because we're going to get a fair deal. Everything is going to be, this is karma. This is finally getting what we wish. This is the balance, right? Receiving some type of offer. Balance in our family, our home life, love, prosperity. It's all there for us because we get the Lovers and the Empress card. That is about really making the choices that are going to fulfill us now, making the choices to become the Empress. What is it that we have to change in our vibration? Where do we connect to the soulmate? I do feel it's through some type of communication that we will be receiving. But I feel there's a strong connection to a water energy, or I feel another, an earth energy, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very strong also. But let's focus on new beginnings. And that is the key, is to focus on what we want and release the burdens so that we can have these two aces here. How cool is that? So much love to you, and love, luck, just joy I see this month. And yes, we deserve it, Scorpios. So until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.